Hi, it's Debbie Donovan from Londonderry, New Hampshire with Be Happy Cards and Crafts. I'm back from vacation and it was a great time. I want to thank Andy and Sarah Morrow for letting my daughter and I spend 10 days at the lake with them. They live on an island and it's really, really nice. It's a private beach, a private island. So we got to spend a wonderful time. The water was a little cold until the last day. The last day it was perfect weather, perfect water temperature. So we can't wait to go back. We're going back on Sunday, and then we're going back in August for another 10 days. So she's my best friend, so besties get to do a lot of things together. She's also my business partner, and we did do some crafting while we were there. There was a thunderstorm one day that took out all her electrical outlet, so we weren't able to do our live that we had planned to do a live together. I brought all my equipment to do it, but we continued to do our crafts, and we got to play card games, and we went to a party at the beach at one of the houses that does a party every year that has a live band on one of the nights, and then we came home and we could still listen to the music and play cards, and it was just a wonderful week. And they have an amazing new dog. His name is Haas, and he's a Chow Chow, and we just fell in love with him that we wanted to take him home and make him our dog, but he's a rescue and he's just a love bug, so we can't wait to see him again. So today, even though I'm wearing tropical clothing, I am doing a Christmas in July. This is what we were going to do at Sarah's house. So I'm doing it from the candy cane suite. And we're going to be using the designer series paper, Sweetest Christmas. Sorry, I have a migraine and I took my medication already, so I'm a little tongue-tied. And I want to get online here. Forgot about that. Make sure. Okay. All set there. So we're going to be using that paper, and the two die set, the two stamp sets that came in the suite were the sweet candy canes, and I'm going to be making using the candy canes. And then the Christmas banners, I love this banner right here, so I'm going to be using this banner today. So I'll set those aside because I do need them. And before I turn you down, I wanted to show you in the candy cane suite, one of the dies, it comes with sparkly paper, and you know me, I'm a sparkle girl, and I'm not going to be using it with the white today because it's going to be too busy on the card that I have planned, but I wanted to show you how that looked. It looks like a candy cane. I'm going to be doing it on the red on red, so that should be really pretty. Lots of sparkle. And then another thing I want to show you before I turn you down is this is one of the candy cane dies. It comes with two different dies. Hopefully I pulled the right one. And the paper here that I'm going to use is all candy canes. And the die, this die does cut out the candy cane perfectly. However, I'm going to be using this side because I want to make, it comes with 2 candy canes, one for, so that they can cross. I want to make my candy canes crossing. So it comes with a right and left candy cane. So I'm going to be using this side to cut out my candy canes. So let's turn you down and I'll get to work. Hopefully everything's still in order, because I didn't check that from unpacking it. Yep, I can see it looks good. Okay, first I'm going to fold my candy cane card. And the easiest way to put this on is going to be glue, so hopefully I don't need a pin to get my glue going. Nope, it's all set. I'll just go along the edges. Just a little on this edge. I'm going on the wider strips. Sorry, I have a sore throat as well as a migraine from my allergies. Something's growing out there. I spent a lot of time outside at Sarah's. I mean, she lives on an island. Why wouldn't you spend time? It's a small island in Stratford, and we went to the shop that we sell our cards in and bought some more cards, and we had sold quite a few cards already from the last time, which is always nice to see. And then on the last day, we also had a bonfire at Sarah's house with some of her neighbors. That was really fun. My daughter tried to make some, I needed to go up a little on this. That's okay. I'm not gonna care if it's perfect today, because, well, let's take that back. I care. I'm a perfectionist, so I can't help it. Still should be a little closer to the edge, but it'll still be beautiful once it's done. Now, I don't need a huge piece. I want to see. Okay. size I can get away with. We always want to conserve our designer series paper so we can use it for the next project. So I know it's offline screen for you, but I've laid down my two dies that I have to cut. And I'm cutting. They got magnetized, so they're attracted to the scissors. I have my magnet dish that I had them in. So I'm just hand cutting a piece of paper. So that I can run them through my little boss here. Move my card out of the way. Place them on. I did get a nice sunburn while I was there on the last day, which is funny because I'm so pale that it takes a lot for me to tan. Keep the scrap paper because it's always little dies that we can use. So here's my candy canes. They're adorable. Aren't they so cute? I plan on crossing them like this on the card. Now we need our label. We'll still need our little boss here. I call it my little boss and my big boss because I have the regular size and the small size, and they're called cut and emboss machines, stamp and emboss machines, something like that. Like I said, I've already taken my migraine medication, so can't quite remember the exact name. And it's not written on them, but I know it's stamp and emboss is in there. Now I'm going to be using garden green. Ooh, I don't want it on my labels. I'm going to stamp that just, well, it would have stamped fine, but still, with my luck, the one I do would not stamp fine. So I'm trying to open up my little thing, and I want to get the ink out of the center where I'm going to put the words. So hopefully that works. And this paper is just big enough for them. Oh, didn't quite stamp all the way because I undid it. Okay, let's go again. That's better. Still could have been better right there, but I can fix it with my marker, the Stamp Right markers. Let me just see if I have the garden green. And there's that solid line. And then I'll come in with the larger end. And just fill in the coloring. So that fixed that. These are the Stampin' Right markers. They come in the set of the entire color families. Like you can get the Regals, the Subtles, the Brights, and the Neutrals. And then you can get the in colors every year, which I do. For little things like that, it works really well. I don't do a lot of regular coloring with them, but I do that. And now I'll just look green away. I'm done with that. So. I'm going to take my real red and get Mary on there. All right, Merry Christmas. You know, it's very unusual for me to be not using the Misty for once. I'm using the acrylic blocks. But I do use the acrylic blocks quite often. It just seems like when I make a video, I'm always using the Misty. So Mary goes over here. Oops, that's Christmas. And I like to stamp my Christmas is a little crooked. I like to stamp my images before I cut them out. Some people like to cut things out first before they stamp on them, but everybody's a little bit different on what they find easier. I know Sarah likes to cut her images first and then stamp. We were putting together box sets of not Christmas cards, of everyday cards, like birthday, thank you, friendship, sympathy. And we made 23 boxes of cards, and we decorated the boxes. They're really pretty. And so far I have 5 of them up on Etsy, but I'll be getting more, all 23 up there on Etsy. One box does have all birthday cards. I haven't got to that box yet. It's box number 10. But we made labels, a little tag and ribbon around them with a bow, and then we made another ribbon with a tag on the outside. It says hand stamped or handmade for you, something like that. Sarah did that part. But we work very well as a team. We love to stamp together. Here's the red. So now I have this to go through. Let's go this way. I believe it does. So I'll bring my mini boss back here. Hold those together. It slides around when it's on the paper. I just didn't want to ruin my photo mat that I have down here. But we're all done stamping, so I can take the paper away. It's the Merry Christmas. I always keep one of my what are these called? I keep one of my plates for the bottom, and I flip it back and forth on each side, but I keep the top clean so that the bottom's the one that gets all the cuts in it. And then when I buy a new set, I will take my old top and use that as the bottom, and only use one of the new sets for the top, so that I'm always rotating. It's just a hint to keep, a way to keep your plates nice. So let's bring the pieces of the card back. And I didn't get dimensionals, but I have some. Let me go grab them. We're going to have another bingo game coming up in September. People have been asking us about it. And it's going to be at 6 o'clock. I forgot the date. I believe it's the second Friday night in September. Second or third Friday night. I'll get the date for the next video. And it will be posted on Facebook. And we also are going to be doing a Stamp-A-Stack in November. That I know is the second weekend, the second Saturday, I believe, or second Sunday. Sorry, I don't remember which one we decided, if it's going to be a Sunday. I think it's going to be a Sunday, Saturday or a Sunday. And that we have all day, and you make 12 cards. And this is gonna have to go on a little bit of an angle to fit. Oh, I wanted to bump it up on dimensionals. It's okay. We can still do that. At the Stamp-A-Stack, the bingo is $25. The Stamp-A-Stack is probably going to be $35 because it's an all-day event, and we do we feed you at both. But the Stamp-A-Stack, like I said, you'll do 12 finished cards, and you'll get a box to put them in, and then you'll also have soup and salad and bread to go with it, and dessert. It's usually a popular event. Okay, so let me just close my glue. I think this is a really pretty card. Gonna turn you back up. Maybe. I tightened it a little too tight. Sorry about that. Okay, so here's the card. Merry Christmas. Christmas in July. And we'll probably do something similar to this for the Stamp-A-Stack. It will not have the sparkly red because there's not enough paper. It only comes in a small amount with white. So I do something different for the background. Maybe something embossed on the background. This is a very simple card, very easy, something that you could do. So I hope you enjoyed watching today, and I'm sorry about last week. We did have fun, except for that big lightning strike that hit near Sarah's house and took out the electricity. It did scare us. We all kind of jumped. Our hair on our arms was on end, and like I said, it took out Sarah's electricity, and one of her TVs and her sound bar was making all kinds of crazy noises, and luckily we had unplugged the computer, and so that was safe. And but it was a great vacation. It just was wonderful. I can't thank them enough for letting us go there. That's what best friends are for. She comes here in the winters and stays, or on weekends that we have scrapbooking and our crafting events, and she stays here for the weekend, and it's just wonderful that we get to spend so much time together. So I'm gonna end it here so that I can go lay down with my migraine in a dark room, and I hope to see you next week. So thank you and have a great week. Bye.